I'm gonna wait a few more minutes. Coffee ads are gonna run right as when I start it. This game has a nice soundtrack. So it was originally released on the DS. It has a native touch interactive play. But you can use the controller on this version. Hello, Game Aid. Yeah, it came out in 2010 original now. And it kind of exists in the Phoenix Wright universe because it's by the same guy. And in fact, there are ghosts in Phoenix Wright too. So I think we know someone's pet interest from that. So if you want to know something, the difference between these bonk as they cool down. One throw throws everything. Throw again throws only the emotes. If you don't have Asa, that's one way of using the emotes. The Justice Minister's daughter has been abducted. The kidnappers demand. The execution of the death row prisoner Zhao to be carried out tonight. Lynn says the execution is a mistake, and I believe her. And so I'm paying the kidnappers' hideout a visit to see what I can find out about the abduction. What took you so long? Your instinct was right, Beauty, my dear. they had that restaurant surrounded. It took me forever to shake them, and now my poor bike is ready for the scruffy. He was using a bike. Next time, maybe you should make it a tricycle so you don't hurt yourself. Oh, that hurts, Beauty. But that's okay, that's what I love about you. Does this room look familiar? Be a little more gentle with our valuable hostage, please. Yes, yes. Always keep a smile on a lady's face. Right, my dear? There. See that, Beauty? Now, there's a smile blooming on your face, too, my dear. Yes, a wry smile. I'm going out for a breath of fresh air. You're on guard duty. All right. I'll dream of until you return. Why don't you open the truck for our guest? I will, Beauty. I was just taking a little brother. All right, little lady, let me open that trunk for you. Beauty? It looks like the Justice Minister's daughter really has been kidnapped. And something else is bothering me, too. Yeah, why isn't she screaming? I don't think I've ever been to this room before. But something about it is giving me a strange sense of déjà vu. But something about it is giving me a strange sense of déjà vu. I've seen something like this before. Back at the junkyard. Only this isn't the junkyard. Um, darn. I can't reach my destination from here. Just my imagination. Just my imagination. I wonder if I messed it up or... Fire's hot. Just my imagination. She's just sitting back, reading a book. What in there? What's going on here? This little lady is. Is this little lady really a daughter of the Justice Minister? Come think about it. Fire hot. What with the fun book and juice? Like I said, always keep a smile on a lady's face. Like I said, always keep a smile on a lady's face. I wanted to treat our guest well. How about treating me well? She's jealous of the hostage. What the heck? I'd like some bread and milk, please. At your service, my dear. Be back in a flash. Hey, mister. Yes, cute little lady. More juice, perhaps. All you have to do is ask. Have I been? Kidnapped? No, you've been invited on an all-expenses paid spa. What does it look like? Don't cry, little dear. There's nothing to be afraid of. Yeah, I don't think she dies. The surroundings are miserable and filthy, I know, but we just ask for a little patience. Don't say those awful things about this house. This house, Him? This house is. Where I used to live? Oh, what? I apologize, little lady. I'm the one who's miserable and filthy. Forgive me. What's the meaning of this, beauty? Why here at this girl's old house? Don't ask me. It was the other party in our deal who chose this location. Oh, so I. It's been empty for 5 years, and apparently nobody ever comes here. 5 years! Huh. What happened 5 years ago? But never mind that. What about my bread and milk? And why is the power still on? Oh, of course. Now you be a good girl while I'm gone. You just read your book and drink your juice. I want to go home. Not quite yet. This dilapidated place was Cam's old house. What's going on here? Wait, what in the world? Why does she have a core? Ahem. Why does the little lady have a core of the dead? When I helped her out at Len's apartment, she didn't have one. So that must mean... Okay. How many people died at the chicken kitchen? She must have died sometime after that. And it also means... somebody else must have saved her. I'd better ask her what happened. Who's there? Oh, wait a minute, is that you, Missile? Missile? Surprise. I'm sorry, I'm not Miss L. My name's Sissel. Sissel. My name is Camilla. Camille. So it is her. I knew it. What happened to me? What is this place? I can hardly tell the poor little thing that this is the land of the dead. Hey, you know she can hear your thoughts. The land of the dead. Does that mean I'm dead? forgot there are no secrets in the ghost world. If it seems like I'm jumping the punchline. It's because that's actually what I thought, not because I knew what was going to be said. See, I remember playing games, but I generally don't remember the dialogue. You can relax. You're not dead. But this isn't the first time you've been here, apparently. Really? I don't remember. Wait a minute, maybe I do remember. Sorta. You do? It looks like she doesn't remember being saved very well. So there's some other dead person out there with special powers, eh? Anyway, they don't want to press her if she doesn't remember dying. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about something else? Sure, go ahead, sissy. Localizers. No, don't use that word. Sissy, eh? I am. Good night, Male Seekins. Lynn asked me to do something for her tonight. I know about that part. She asked you to go to the chicken kitchen on Dead End Drive, right? Yeah, but I never got there. Now, I wish I could say, I'm sorry to her. I never should have gone through that park. What park? Temsic Park. It's a shortcut to Dead End Drive. Is that where the kidnappers grabbed you? Yeah, Leolin always said. I don't like that part. Scary things happen there. Temsic Park, eh? What am I going to do? Lynn is going to be in. She is. How come? Because I left it there. The music box in the park. That's right, the music box. That music box was hidden in the apartment. I finally found it, with a little bit of luck and courage. Guess where it was? I don't know. Well, I'll pretend I don't know. She can still hear your thoughts you knew. You know. You don't have to humor me. Oops. So what happened to the music box? I hid it in the bushes at the park, just before it happened. Just before? Oh, just before you were kidnapped, huh? I didn't want the bad man to take it, so I hid it. I bet it is still there in the park. You did well. So the music box is in the park? I'd better let Lynn know. This is your old house? Yup. This is where we lived until 5 years ago. But now I live with Lynn and Missile. Lynn is like a big sister to you, isn't she? Yup, she's a detective, you know. She's a hero. She is her. By the way, about your father. Is he the justice minister? My father is gone. Gone. Maybe he passed away. Number. That's not it. My dad. He's going to die. And it's all because of me. Well, what? What do you mean because of me? Why would you say that? It's called an execution. My dad is a detective. Put two and two together. No way. Don't tell me your father is Detective Jowd. That right. I actually figured that out originally when she said, "This is my old house." What in the world? Five years ago, something really bad happened. Like a scary dream, but it wasn't a dream. Five years ago. That murder case. It was Mom's birthday that day. My mom and dad were working, and I was home by myself. And then I had an idea. I was going to surprise my mom. I set up that contraption. She set up that Rube Goldberg machine. And then someone tried to replicate it at the junkyard. And it funny enough killed Lynn too. Why is it dark? Mom, what was that noise? I still can't believe it happened. It wasn't supposed to work like that. Gun safety laws are often ignored. And in the case of that wall-mounted gun, it was probably decorative and not thought to be loaded. I know the contraption. And I know it was supposed to work. Party poppers and a cake, a birthday message. My dad told me not to tell anybody. Just leave it to me, he said. Now does it make sense why he confessed to it? My dad wanted to be executed. He asked him for it. But I wanted to tell everybody it was my fault. My dad said what I saw was a bad dream. He told me to forget it. This is also unbelievably tragic. I can't play. I can't believe it. This little lady is Detective Jowd's daughter. I just can't tell her. I can't tell her why she was kidnapped. was I kidnapped? I want to know. Ups. There are no secrets in the ghost world. Yeah, and the only criticism about this game is that it sometimes retreads material a little too hard. But you know why they do that, right? That's so you can pick it up after not playing it for a few days. Closet kind of follows the visual novel logic of summarize the events up to now. And you'll often find that visual novels will repeat important plot points usually right before they are necessary. Maybe we'd better stop talking, it's too dangerous. Sis. You're not going to talk to me anymore. I think we'd better get you out of here first. We can talk more after that. Okay, bub. I'm going to rescue you now. You just hold on a little longer, all right? Okay, but we'll talk later, right? Don't forget, you promised Sissy. What took you so long? I traveled the entire town in search of the finest bread and milk for you, my dear. But it's late and all the shops are closed. Yeah, it's what around midnight in the game. We're leaving this place right now. What? But he's not here yet. If we couldn't meet at the restaurant, weren't we supposed to meet here? Yes. And he's the one who chose this location. Emp. I don't like this one bit. We have to run around doing all this extra work, all for the sake of his deal. Be quiet. It can't be helped. This place is too dangerous. I told you, my sixth sense is very strong. All right, as you wish, beauty. I feel it. I sense something here in this room. Is somebody there? Can you hear me? Is she talking to me? I can sense your presence, you know. The next time I sense you, this child will die. Remember that. All right, we're leaving. Pardon me, little lady. He just folds her up in the suitcase. No screaming. All of a sudden, I'm left behind alone. Alone in the room that stole that little lady's smile away 5 years ago. The little lady is gone now, leaving me with only a few new facts. A few very heavy, very sad facts. Does Lynn know about all this? One other thing stands out in my mind. I can sense your presence. some of that kidnapper's final words? To those who know. Do the kidnappers know about the powers of the dead? That was a short chapter. Okay, be right back.